Well, hello everyone, and welcome to week 3 for the course. Just some announcements to get us started. Assignment 1 is going to be out this week, and the deadline, instead of September 25th, is going to be pushed to October 2nd, just to give you some more time. So you'll have a little bit less than 2 weeks to work on that. For tutorials, the times and sections are here. And to get your Zoom link to join the tutorial, just check OWL messages and you'll get an email, or you'll get a message in OWL corresponding to your section. And problem set 1 is also out, and you'll be going over that and any other questions you might have in the tutorial. So let's go on to this week's topic, which is functions. In this video, I'm going to talk a bit about functions and parameters. Bonus points if you get this reference. So what is a function? Well, a function does something. It has a job, and it can do things ranging from addition and subtraction to creating a neural network, or reading through an Excel spreadsheet and printing out certain columns. There's just a wide variety of things that we could do with functions. Say you have a virtual calculator and you want to code that in Python. Well, you might have a function for adding two numbers, you might have a function for subtracting, for division, and so on. In Python, here's how we define a function. We write def and the name of the function. Let's make a new function called subtract. So that's the function name. We then have a series of brackets, and within those brackets we write either no parameters, one parameter, or some number of parameters. Let's write two parameters. We'll call them A and B. And we'll end the line with a colon. When you hit enter in PyCharm, you notice that it automatically tabs to the next line. And then we can write the body of our function. So let's start by writing a result. We'll get a result, which is going to be A minus B. And maybe we can print that result to the console. So, how do we actually call this function in Python? We just write the name of the function, and instead of A and B, we just fill out whatever values we want. So say we have 9 and 2. And what this would do is it would call to the function, and instead of the values of A and B, we would have 9 and 2. Result would be equal to 9 minus 2, and we would print 7. So let's run this. And the result is 7. So, let's move on to parameters, talk a bit about that. The parameters here, A and B, these are sort of like variable names. We don't want to write numbers or values in here, such as 3 and 5. First of all, because it's a syntax issue, but second, because it's not very practical or useful. So imagine you have a calculator and it can only subtract the numbers 3 and 5. That's not a very useful calculator. You want a calculator that can work with all kinds of different numbers. So in Python, we write a name for each parameter. When we actually run this, when we call subtract 9, 2, the interpreter, having passed through this definition and coming to line 5, will check to see, we'll just make sure that subtract is defined. It will then take these two values, 9 and 2, and sub them in for A and B, and enter the body of the function. So it'll say result equals 9 minus 2, and it will print the result of 9 minus 2. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we're going to be going over abstraction.